Back in 2020, I was 2 stone heavier. My confidence, my energy was in the absolute bin. Externally, it looked fantastic because I had a really successful business. I built a business from scratch just based on pure sheer effort. My diary is full Monday to Friday from 5:30 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. with clients. I was flooded with clients, absolutely amazing. Going on really nice holidays, enjoying some really cool stuff with some nice people, right? But internally, I felt rubbish. I knew my body wasn't where I wanted it to be. My energy was so far off from where I wanted it to be. My confidence internally was just rock bottom. There was just like this mask, or like this business owner mask that I'd put on to make sure I was confident with what I was doing. But internally, I felt pretty shit and pretty rubbish. And at that period of time, everything around my own health was just purely reactive. Food was just winged on the go, grab and go, but nothing really organized of what I was actually gonna have grab and go. It was always just like, just in the moment. Just grab something and get out and crack on with the day. Training would be in a place of like, if I had time, something would get done. The reality was, if I'm being completely honest with you, I had more missed sessions than actual completed sessions. And I'll be quite honest with you, I was carrying this pattern for most probably a year to a year and a half. And it left me so frustrated because I knew I was way capable of where I was currently operating at. Not just within my health, but within business as well. And my health struggles, the way I looked, the way I felt, wasn't just with me. It was bleeding into business areas as well. I wasn't getting out into a local area and building relationships, gaining new clients. I wasn't getting on social media and promoting and marketing the business. I wasn't getting on camera because I didn't like the way I looked and I didn't like the way I felt. And also I was trying to coach something to others that I knew loads about, but I wasn't actually applying it myself. And overall, it was stopping a whole lot of momentum that I could have built in business if I was in far better shape and living far healthier. All I knew at the time when it come to my health, and the reason why I was so on and off track, and it was like I was either all in or I was all out, was because all I knew was just apply more effort and be stricter. So every time I tried that, I cropped up with a challenge or business got busier in a certain way, I'd fall off track quicker than I could get on track. My health would be out of the window again. And it actually got very exhausting doing this. Back in my mind, when I was getting exhausted doing this, I just knew I was wasting potential. Not just within my body, how I looked and how I felt, but in areas of business that I wanted to progress. In certain lifestyle aspects, going on a holiday, actually looking good and feeling good when I had a pair of swim shorts on. Actually going out to dinner, wearing something nice and feeling good with what I was wearing. It was bleeding into so many areas. I knew I was wasting the potential by just trying harder and being stricter, which reality wasn't working. But at the time, that's all I knew. And I speak to so many male business owners. I've spoken to 5 just this week that have told me on calls that they're either all in or all out with their health. They're either on track or off track. And the off track happens far quicker than they can actually get back on track. That they feel exhausted of trying to get in shape and do things because all they know is just try harder. But they can literally get it to stick for maybe like a week to 2 weeks max. And then all of a sudden for 3-4 months, it's completely off the rails. They feel exhausted. They know they're wasting their potential and it's bleeding into areas of their business as well. But there was a period of time that I made a change and I knew it had to happen. It was that I was actually speaking to a coach back in 2021, a guy I'd actually built a really good relationship with. And I was just speaking to him, just randomly speaking to him, nothing like serious within like a coaching aspect, but it did go down that route. Speaking to him on a Thursday afternoon, just sat in the office and I was like, do you know what? I just can't seem to get on track with my health. I know you're absolutely smashing it with the things he was doing and things I aspired that I wanted to be because I come from like an athletic background. And I was like, I know I'm capable of that. I want to get there, but I just can't seem to get there. I just keep trying harder. I just keep being strict and nothing's happening. It's like, instead of looking at it that way, what about if you just made things simpler? What if you found a simpler way of applying your nutrition, of applying your training to a weekend? What would that actually look like? And after sitting with that question for a period of time, I began to realize that there was a much simpler way of doing it. And from that moment on, I applied the method, and I now actually carry a lot of that into my coaching with the guys that run businesses. From that moment on, I've not looked backwards once I made things simpler and feel more manageable around my business and my lifestyle. It allowed me to get into the best shape I ever have and get back to the athletic level I knew I was capable of. And funny enough, since doing that, from 2021 all the way up until now, business has progressed as well. Lifestyle has progressed as well. I've been on like a 4 to 5 year pattern of not missing a beat. Yes, there's been a few ups and downs and a few slip ups, if you want to say that. But overall, it's been an upward trajectory of pure consistency. Through that experience that I've gone through, I know firsthand, and speaking to clients as well, the cost of poor health isn't just how you look and how you feel. It's how you're showing up in relationships. It's how you're coming home to your partner, to your family. It's how you're showing up in business, how you're leading in business if you've got a team. The way you look and way you feel carries far further than just you. It bleeds into every other area of your business and your lifestyle. And you've built a successful business and a lifestyle, but it's not getting the best of you right now just because of where you're currently at. So if you're a male business owner listening to this, just know the answer is don't now try harder with your health. Don't now try to be stricter or try to do more. It's about building a simple system that feels manageable around your lifestyle. It doesn't just now work on your best weeks. It works on the weeks where everything goes to shit. The weeks that feel really tough and you're literally just hanging on for dear life. Those weeks, right? Your training, your nutrition, your health shouldn't break down on those weeks. That's why a simple system needs to be in place. And if you tune into next week's episode, I will show you exactly how you can apply that towards your health, fitness, and life.